Well, hey, everybody, it's Pastor Martin, and I'm going to be talking about streaming for your church tonight. Going to show you a couple things. So, if you're interested, please come on in. Some of you that are doing ministry and you want to do some streaming from your home or from other places, let me make a few of these, and we're going to talk about streaming tonight. And I pray and trust that it'll bless you and help you. Going to show you what I use, what we use on Sunday morning for our stream. And those of you that just caught, if you just caught my Bible study, I'm going to show you actually what I just got through using. So please share this with someone. I usually do church tech talk, so let's talk about it tonight and let's just sort of see what we've got going on here. And some of you that don't have access to um, certain software computers, what I'm using now is called Ecamm. It is software that I use for streaming. You're watching me stream basically where I'm streaming from my office right here. And so that's what I'm using. But I'm going to actually take you on a tour tonight and let you see what we use on Sunday morning. I'm going to let you see how I sort of set up our Sunday morning stream when we're in the building. Whether I'm here, I can set it up from anywhere actually in the country, anywhere in the world actually can set up this stream. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Those of you that you want to fix somewhat of a budget and you can use this to do streaming. And I know you've got other things you can use. They've got different things. Like I said, Ecamm is what I'm using now. They've got Wirecast. They've got a whole lot of stuff. A lot of people now using Zoom and different things. But I'm going to show you tonight Boxcast because I believe that Boxcast is probably, and I do use the others. I've got a lot. I use basically all of them. But I'm going to show you tonight's Boxcast, and I believe it's one of the best investments if you have a small church, a big church, or especially a small church, and you don't have that budget for all that. I'm going to show you what you can use. What all you need is a camera, get sound into what you're trying to get it into, and I'm going to show you how to do it tonight. I'm going to go in. So if you're interested, if I'm not just talking about for your church, if you got a ministry on your own and you're trying to figure out how should I do this, how should I get this set up, I'm going to show you tonight how to do it. So let's look at it. Let me take you into all right. So here we are. I'm going to take you to the website. It's called boxcast.com. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually sign in and I'm going to show you what I do and how it works and how to set everything up. And some of you may want to look into getting this and doing this. So let's go in. Okay, of course this is Boxcast, and if you can see they have a free trial where you can use. Also, they've got where you can chat, but they've got all the things and made for organizations. You'll see that it's unmatched. I know a lot of people use Restream and different things like that, but I'm going to show you what this does. I've been using it for maybe about 3 or 4 years now. So I'm going to show you really what some of you may need. Now here they've got Boxcast Pro. That's a unit. And this box is really, let's see, do they have, there's the box right here that I use. That box is actually a encoder. That's the only thing we use besides on Sunday mornings and what I use for our Sunday broadcast. When you see us broadcasting, this is what I'm using. I'm using the box in the middle, Boxcast. That's the box. It's a encoder. It does everything in the box. All you have to do, you can go on. I'll show you the page that you're going to a back office, and when you go into that back office, what you'll end up doing is you'll end up setting up your whatever you're going to set up for your service or your talk show or whatever you're going to do. You're going to set it up, and this box is amazing, and it cuts encoder. It cuts out a lot of the hard work, and you can broadcast like it says from anywhere to everywhere. You can broadcast and you can go at the same time. You'd have to go through Restream or whatever. You can if you want, but here you can go to all of these things you see: Boxcast TV, Apple TV. You can go to Facebook. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Periscope at the same time. You don't have to worry about all that. You can do all that at the same time. So here's something that you may want to look into. So let me take you on a short, brief tour to show you what we do, how we run our broadcast on Sundays, and pray and trust it'll bless you. So let's look at it. So I'm going to log in. It's the login page. Okay, so now I am in. Let me show you our past. This is our past broadcast, and right, yeah, this is our past broadcast. So if you look at it, this is the broadcast that I actually just got through doing. This is our Bible study. I just finished this Bible study tonight. Just finished it, and if I click it on, it comes up. You can see it, and I schedule this, and you see everything. There's a season, RRC Online Bible Study, and it gives the information on there. So you see all of that, and tonight on that particular platform, it gives the information at a total of 46 viewers on that particular platform. And what that is, that's just not the, let me see, can I let you see it? That's not just on the thing, but we did it on two different platforms. You can see RRC, churchonline.org had 23 watching, and on our personal website, rrcogic.com had 23. That these numbers do not include those that were watching on. These numbers don't include those that were watching on Facebook and YouTube. So that's just on those platforms, because we go to a couple of different platforms when we're streaming that. So that is our that's the Bible study for tonight. That was our Bible study. So let's go back to our dashboard, and let me go back to past broadcasts. So this was from Sunday. A word for your next move, and then we got some things that are coming up, so you can see that it actually records and keep those things in pocket. I can actually go back literally to some of them I've erased and just downloaded them because I didn't need to keep them. But if you can see, it goes back to whenever we did it, and those things. So again, let's look. So here we got our upcoming things that'll be upcoming. Let me get that's upcoming. Like next Tuesday, my Bible study is already scheduled. So you see it here, and it gives me the countdown. That's also on my website, but it gives a countdown: 6 days, 22 hours, 4 minutes, and 47 seconds. That's when it's going to start. That's when the next Bible study is. So 6 days from now, all they got to do is have this on, have my camera on, and be in front of this computer, and in front of the camera, not even the computer. Whether I'm in front of the computer or not, it's going to start 6 days from now, and it's going to start at 7 o'clock. And when it starts at 7 o'clock, that's what it's going to do. It's going to start, and we're going to be rolling. So it gives me a countdown, so I know how long that's going to be and when it's going to do what it's going to do. All right. So this is what we use. It's called Boxcast again, and this is what we use. So I'm going to show you how I schedule something, and I promise not to bore you with this, but I want to show you. So of course, this is our dashboard. So this is the back. So this is coming up to schedule a broadcast or a program. So for instance, say if I want to schedule something for, let's see, today's date is the 28th. So say I want to schedule something for tomorrow and the 29th. So I'm going to schedule let's see. Let's see. Let's talk with uh, Pastor Dennis Martin. Okay, I should put my name, I guess, right. Put capital there. I'm messing up. Hold on. There we go. All right. All right. So I can give a description if I want to, or just leave it as is. But I can give a description. If I want to give it a description, I can. So let's say, um, let's say, let's talk about streaming. Okay, so that's what. So now here I have the option if I want to put a picture in. Now this is for those of you that you want to keep it simple. If you want to use something that you put video in Ecamm, you can do that with well, and I'll show you that even with Ecamm. But a Wirecast or something like that. But if you just want to keep it simple, where you can just get your message out, plug it in, and let's roll, then this is what you may want to look into. Watch this. So if I want to put a preview image in, I can. And you see I've got some images already in there. And so here's an image that I'd use when I was doing Let's Talk Ministry with Pastor Dennis Martin. So I'm gonna stick this in just so you can see it. So now you see that, and it gives me that image. So then it tells me box. And now I've got you got the broadcast app, and you also have the I've got a box at church, and I got a box at home. So if I was going to use a box, I would use and it's still online, so it would do that. I would do that, and then I would schedule it for the 29th. Let's say I'm going to schedule this for the 29th, which is tomorrow, and I want to schedule it to start at. I want to schedule this to start at, let's say tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I want to schedule this to start. So 7 o'clock, I'm going to start it. Then I get the option to tell you when I want it to end. I want it to do it 30 minutes, or maybe I want to be on there talking for 1 hour. So 8 o'clock. Then I get down here, and here's the thing: I go public with it, or I got channels. Now my channels on my thing, I got Let's Talk Ministry with Pastor Dennis Martin, RRC live stream, RRC online Bible study. So I could take it to all those channels, or I can just take it. The Let's Talk Ministry goes to dlmartin.org. It goes straight to my page, and so it happens there. But I'm not going to put anything right there. And then here's where the magic happens for those of you that want to go to more than one place. Here I can click, and of course I can go to Facebook, I can go to YouTube. So if I'm going to Facebook, to whatever page I got, whether it's my page or whether it's the church page or whatever, I can go there and do that. Or I can go, if I'm going to YouTube, I can click that, and you see what it does. It goes to my page, Dennis Martin, and I can go private, which means I can set it where only people that I want to see it, or it can go public, or it can go unlisted. So I can do it that way. Then if I wanted to decide that I want to go to Facebook, you see right there, it goes. And if I log in, it'll take me to that Facebook page. And then also if I want to go to Periscope, see what it does? It takes me to Periscope and also into Twitter. So all of these things, it goes straight where you can do simulcasting to go all of these places. You can do it at one time, and you can set it up. So let's just say I'm not gonna go. Well, let's say I'm gonna take this one off, but I'm going to go. So here I am. I'm going there, and so I'm gonna go back down, and I decided that filtered out everything. So I decided now I'm going to schedule this broadcast. So I scheduled the broadcast. So watch, you see what comes up. Now it tells me in 21 hours and 58 minutes, this broadcast is going to go live at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's going to go, the Boxcast is on, it's going to go to YouTube and it's going to go to Periscope. And then also it tells me here that it tells me all the information. Then if I want to send a link out to people or get them to look at it this way, I can. Or if I want to send an email to Twitter or to Facebook, or get a embed code and a copy, the a link of the event, I can get it and send it out to people. But again, it tells me in 21 hours, 58 minutes, 1 second, it's going to go live. No matter what I do, it's going to be popping. So it's going to go and it's going to do that. So this is something that you may want to look into. Those of you, you may not have the budget of others, but it's a service you pay for every month. But I'm telling you, it's amazing. You can stream and go live anytime you want with professionalism on it. Let me show you something else. Let me pull from here. Let me see. Let me go and edit this, and I'm going to take. See, can I take this off? I'm going to change it. All right, so I took that off. So now you don't see that. You just see where it's blank. But let me go over here and show you something else, and then one more thing, and then I'm going to be done. So here you got overlays where you can put over the pictures or whatever. So for instance, my live stream. So I add this, and when I add the live stream and apply it, now that's what they'll see when they go that. And if it's on your website, that's what people will see on your website. They'll see that particular thing right there, and they'll see that, and that'll be the overlay. Now watch this. If I'm on screen, if you are on screen talking, you can put lower thirds. Here's a lower third. Let me see one that, for instance, if it's going the lower third, which one is this? Might be okay. So if you had a lower third, when the picture comes on, this particular thing will show up on the screen. And as you are in there, that'll be your lower third. You can take it and remove it if you want, and it's not there. You can add, for instance, I can add our church logo on there and put it right here. And there we go. And so when it comes on, the church logo will be on there, scheduled and ready to go. So that's another good thing about it that you can do. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing that I think is very good for those of you that maybe want to do your live stream, or you want to show it on delay. It's live, but you want to show it a different way. Let me show you how to do that, and then I'm going to be done. Let's see. Let me go out and show you something that's already there if I still got it in here, and then I'm going to cancel that other one out. I want to schedule something that will play. Let's go here. Okay, for instance, some of you may have seen me playing Bishop Patterson on Sunday evenings. Okay, so I click this, and he comes up. Now, they've got a thing here. It's called Rebroadcast. This is powerful, you all. This is very powerful. This is why you need to look into this. If I click this, it comes up, and I can schedule this broadcast. And notice it's not, the source is not going to a box. It's just a rebroadcast of what I've uploaded. This is actually an uploaded video. So I can take this uploaded video, give it a title, give it everything, put a preview on it, and I can schedule it. Say I want to schedule this to play tomorrow at 12 noon. I can schedule this and go and put it for 12 noon. And it automatically, because of the length of the video, it's automatically going to cut off at that 12:29 spot. I can put it for public, and then here again, I can shoot it to the destinations, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, RTMP settings, which means I can send it to other places. You can do that and schedule that. And guess what? At 12 noon, whether you sleep or whether you're on a plane or wherever you are, that video, that is going to start and it's going to go to every destination that you put it on. And you will still see the same things and those things. So, again, this may be something, again, that you want to look into. Let me get rid of this because we're not going to do this tomorrow. Let me delete this one because I'm not doing Let's Talk Pastor Dennis Martin tomorrow. All right. But you can see now another thing I forgot to show you. Notice every one of my Bible studies are already scheduled. This here is something for Sunday morning that'll be playing Sunday, but all of these are scheduled. The 6th, the 12th, the 19th is scheduled all the way to June 16th. So every Tuesday at 7 o'clock to 8:30. I don't go all the way to 8:30, but everything's already scheduled, and I don't have to go in and reschedule it. It's already done, and so um, I wanted to show some of you some of this. I think it'll be helpful to you to look into it, see about getting it or whatever, and I know it will bless you. So let me sign out so you can see again what it is. It's Boxcast, and that little gray box right there, they got another one, but that little gray box, and you can even do it on your phone. But that little gray box, that's the deal. And you don't have to worry about your computer overloading. You don't have to worry about any of that. It is the deal to use. And so I want you to, think about it and look at it. All right. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. I just want to share that with many of you. I just show you what we do. That's what I've been doing. Anytime you see us on Sunday mornings, anytime you see us on Tuesday nights, that's what I'm using. Now, what you see me using right now is called Ecamm. Now, for those of you that you're doing things and you got an Apple computer, whether it's a MacBook or if you got the iMac, the desktop, I want you to go check out. And I don't know, I should have put this on here already, but go check out Ecamm, Ecamm, Ecamm. I think it's ecamm.com. Go check it out. And this is the software I'm using. Now, this software is an Apple only, but let me tell you something. This is probably one of the best softwares besides what I just showed you, what we use at church, but one of the best softwares for just sitting in front of the camera doing what I'm doing tonight and talking to you. This is probably one of the best things you can get. And I'm telling you, you get Ecamm. It's a subscription, but you won't hurt yourself by doing this. I think they got a trial version, but you need to get this. I jumped on this about 3 years ago, and this is my go-to. This is my go-to no matter where I am. If I've got my laptop or whatever, this is my go-to, and it runs. And let me just drop some video in so you can see what you can do. You want to talk about live, but matter of fact, let me drop a lower third on here so you can actually see it as I drop it in on the screen. Well, let me drop a picture in on it so you can see how that'll work. Now, that's a movie. I don't want to put that on there. Let me see. Lower third. All right. You see that lower third? It's on there. And I'm going to show you something else that it does too. So now I'm going to take the lower third off and I'm going to put this on the screen. See how that works? And I know you can do this through Be Live and other stuff, but I'm just saying this is probably one of the best things you can use to do this. And I put the lower third on there. And then let me drop just a picture so you can see. I've got just pictures that I use on this. And let me see, can I find one? Okay, here it is. So you see that Let's Talk Ministry with Pastor Dennis Martin. So that's just my picture that I'm using on there. And Of course, I can take that right on off the screen, and it is gone. Hey, Sister Thompson, and it is gone off. And so let me drop a video in. This is my thing that I started this video, this session with. Watch this. So you see how powerful this is. You can, when you're doing, if no matter how much longer this thing will take, you can sit there and do this. You can do a podcast with this. You can. I'm using a thing that I can actually do a podcast with this. Let me show you one more thing. Some you can drop in, and let me drop it. Let's see. Let me see something else I can drop in. Let me find it. Uh, I thought I got something else in here, but let me make sure. Um, I don't know if this is all the way, but let me see. I think this. Okay, say for instance, um, you got a countdown. I think this. Let me see.
Lord Jesus, I want to be perfect.
So you see all this able to do. So I hope this has been helpful to someone. I hope this has been a blessing to you. Those of you that are watching live, those of you that will watch later, you talking about getting streaming and being serious about your streaming. If you're using your phone, that's fine. If you're using the iPad, that's fine. But if you want to go these routes, Boxcast, Ecamm, and I know that Facebook is now upgrading to some stuff that may be helpful. But if you want to bring it with lower thirds and other stuff, look into doing this, and we'll share some other things with you later. But again, I hope this has been a blessing to you. Thank you for joining. Please share it with someone that may be looking to do some upgrading with the stuff that they're doing. God bless you, Sister Thompson. I'm glad that it helped you, and I'm glad it was a blessing to you. Y'all take care, be safe, and practice safety by all means. Thank you for joining me on tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you.